The debate over gun control and how to best protect schools still at fever pitch. President Trump has suggested raising the minimum age to buying a gun to 21 for all guns, not just handguns. But the NRA says no deal. And that's before we're even talking about arming teachers. But with pressure on Congress to act, what's the most sensible way to protect kids? Joining me now, Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massie. Welcome, Congressman Massie. Now, you have put forward some legislation to dismantle those gun-free zones that were targeted in 1990. Tell me about your approach to the debate.
Well, all of my colleagues have very unserious and disingenuous proposals for stopping school shootings. I mean, they know, and that's what's disingenuous about it. They know their solutions won't work. I've got a solution that I've been proposing for 5 years. I've introduced it every Congress. It's called the Safe Schools Act. It would repeal the Gun-Free Zone Act of 1990, which has done nothing but make our school children less safe. 98% of mass public shootings happen in a gun-free zone.
Yeah.
Don't we want our children in the 2% safe area instead of the 98% vulnerable area?
You do, but I think the worry for a lot of people is forcing, and this is the main complaint, that
Right.
Of course you want kids to be safe, and we have to take a real look at how you harden some of these soft targets, which are magnets for psychotic school shooters like this. But the worry is that if you force teachers to arm themselves, you could actually be putting more people at risk, because in a chaotic situation, someone who is not properly armed and goes into a hallway with screaming kids and becomes confused and panicked and disoriented, the worry is if they try shooting at someone, it will be the wrong someone.
You know, over 5% of Americans have a concealed carry permit. And if you exclude New York City and California, it's over 8%. So I don't think teachers are any less representative of the general population in terms of concealed carry permits. That means there are about 8% of teachers who already own a firearm and who are already deemed proficient enough by their state to carry that concealed into any area except for a school. Now, there are already 12 states that allow some form of concealed carry in schools by teachers. So a lot of folks on the news are saying, oh, what if this happens? What if a teacher shoots a student? What if a policeman shows up and shoots a teacher? That's never happened. And we already have schools where teachers are carrying.
I understand that in Texas, they're very enthusiastic about the program. One of my worries is, and I'm going to shift a little bit from gun control to mental health, because this is an area where I'm most concerned, because it's not just people with mental illness. That's a blanket term, and it's very dangerous to throw that term around, because you could take anyone with a perceived mental illness and arbitrarily put that person on a watch list so they are unable to purchase a firearm to defend themselves. I think that's a very slippery slope, and today the president was talking enthusiastically about involuntary commitment, which is also problematic. Where do you fall on the mental health issue, and what's an appropriate response?
Well, here's the other problem with attaching that stigma and depriving somebody of their rights merely for seeking treatment for mental health. They won't seek treatment for mental health if they know they're going to be a second-class citizen after they seek that treatment. This is particularly concerning with me among veterans, where already the VA turns in the name of the veteran into the NICS background check if the veteran merely says that they don't manage their own finances. That was part of the Obama administration rule that stemmed from a 2007 bill called the NICS Improvement Amendments Act. And my colleagues here in Congress are saying we need to fix NICS again. The problem is there's no due process in there. I'm okay if somebody's been adjudicated by a court, either a state court, an Article III federal court, or a military court, as mentally incompetent for handling a firearm. But you can't let the Department of Education or the Veterans Administration or the Social Security Administration do that. Not a bureaucrat, not the lowest learners of the world. They should not be adjudicating your Second Amendment rights. That's the problem with the bill that's in front of us here in Congress.
Yeah, you run into all sorts of difficulties there, because one of the biggest problems with the background check system is the inaccuracies. And oftentimes people who have the same name or the same sounding name are put on these lists without due process. They have no idea how they got on, and it's very difficult to get off. So what do we do? You know, they talk about raising the minimum age for purchasing a long gun to 21, which I understand, but don't you have to shift all of adulthood in that direction? And doesn't that mean that you cannot allow anyone to enter into the military until they're 21 or drive a car or vote?
Yeah, I'm going to introduce a bill tomorrow to lower the age to buy a handgun from 21 to 18. Because, think about this, if you raise the age to buy a handgun and a long gun, the handgun's already at 21, then you've completely extinguished the right to keep and bear arms for a 20-year-old mother. And that's unconstitutional. If you go back and look at the Heller decision, you know, they intimated that, okay, maybe states can have some reasonable restrictions on firearm ownership, but you can't completely extinguish somebody's right to keep and bear arms. That's what they ruled in the Heller decision. If you raise the age for all adults to 21 to keep and bear arms, and we still consider voters at 18 to be adults, then I think you've run afoul of the Constitution.
I think you're absolutely right, because then we have this gray area of late adolescence, which I think does a great disservice to society. I appreciate yours and the work you're doing on this and other issues. Thank you, Congressman.
Hey, thank you, Kennedy. To your point at the beginning of the monologue, the police aren't obligated to protect you. I mean, they have no legal obligation. This has been established by the courts, and I heard that from a Columbine survivor who told me he was a party to a lawsuit, and their lawsuit went nowhere, and he found out that the police aren't obligated to protect you. So if they're not obligated, I think you need to have the ability to carry a gun. I think teachers need to have that ability too.
You're absolutely right, and it also brings up the idea that perhaps we can't always rely on the government to keep us safe. So,
that's right.
You know, it's an ongoing conversation, to say the least. Thanks again, Congressman.